Are you contemplating a new home purchase this year, but think it may be better to wait until 2023? Does the fear of a housing bubble bursting soon have you rethinking it altogether? We'll address these questions and more coming up next. Welcome to the channel. I'm Jason Fiallo, your native Virginia realtor with Long & Foster Real Estate, Christie's International, based in Northern Virginia. Today's video will discuss our current market conditions and how they could affect you if you plan to purchase this year. There's been no shortage of predictions that claim we're in a housing bubble that's about to burst. Because of this narrative, many buyers have second thoughts about purchasing and consider waiting until prices drop. The best way to proceed has everything to do with your personal needs and situation, but regardless, there are several vital factors you must consider before deciding. Today, in March 2022, we have an extreme imbalance between supply and demand. Our national housing market is still a seller's market with a record low level of inventory for sale at the same time when active buyers are abundant. January data indicated that the number of properties for sale was only 1/3 of the number precisely 3 years ago. What else is telling about the data was how, despite an accelerated pace of appreciation over the past 2 years, projections estimate appreciation continuing at a rate between 17 to 21%. Once again, this ties in directly to supply and demand. In my market here in Northern Virginia, many of the open houses for newly listed properties have lines going out the door as if people are waiting to get a selfie with a celebrity. Even when a new property listing is not open to the public, appointment slots get booked up so quickly that agents hover around hoping to get their client inside in between other agent appointments, even for just a couple of minutes. And I know this sounds crazy, but that's how competitive markets like Northern Virginia have become. If you're planning to buy in a highly desirable area, plan on seeing a frenzy as we've described here. Part of the reason it's so competitive, aside from low inventory, is due to interest rates going up. Rates have been steadily rising and are poised to increase this month, a move by the Federal Reserve to combat inflation. Because of this, many have come off the sidelines to take action and have actively begun searching now. For buyers who are rate sensitive, where an uptick in rates may disqualify them from either affordability or debt to income ratio, there's every incentive to lock in a low rate while they're still available. With that said, low interest rates should not be the only reason you want to buy a home or ultimately buy a home. If you are qualified to purchase where rate fluctuation won't impact your approval, acting earlier rather than later is the better strategy. Two reasons for this are that rates will most certainly be higher as we move forward in 2023, and the home sales prices are estimated to appreciate at a double-digit rate throughout the rest of this year. Both reasons end up costing you more for the mortgage payment and the property sales price. With home prices setting records this year, during economic inflation, higher interest rates, and affordability concerns, people are starting to use the B word. And by B word, I mean bubble. There's been a lot of fuss in the media about an impending housing market crash. YouTube in particular has a host of videos stemming back over 1 year ago, with others published more recently where real estate gurus predicted the demise of the housing sector. Countless videos claim the market would crash last year, yet here we are. Despite what we're seeing based on current data and market trends, many of those same experts are back at it again this year, causing consumers in the market to fear purchasing a home based on headlines rather than what their local market is experiencing. If there were indeed a real estate bubble last year, I wouldn't have purchased my most recent home. Even without a crystal ball, I knew real estate appreciation was not near reversing course and had confidence following the data. It's curious why so many experts were projecting this false narrative despite the data at the time and leading up to today. My theory is twofold. I believe a large population sector cannot grasp how the real estate market thrived during a global pandemic. Hence, their default response is to draw comparisons to the previous housing market crash. The other component, in my view, is that many people want or even need the market to crash in order to purchase. Our current real estate market isn't anything like those times for various reasons, and here are some of the best examples. Houses are not unaffordable the way they were back then. Today, there's a high level of liquidity in the market where consumers are putting down larger down payments. They can also afford the mortgage payment and not have to use creative financings like interest-only loans or stated income loans that are much riskier. Lenders use stricter qualifying standards when vetting buyers, unlike the days of subprime mortgages. We haven't seen a flood of foreclosures either, as many naysayers predicted, even despite mortgage forbearance ending. Finally, we are still experiencing a shortage of homes on the market across the country. In my market in Northern Virginia, we are well below a healthy supply of available homes. A lot has to do with our local economy, with unemployment down to 3.2%, high median income, and rapid population growth, especially in Loudoun County, which has increased by 34% since 2010. If you have any further questions that I didn't address in this video or would like more clarity on anything I said today, please leave a comment below or contact me directly and I'd be happy to help. Hey, what's up? If you like watching videos on the Northern Virginia real estate market, or if you'd like to see some of our unique listing videos, check out the playlist right here. Now, guess what? If you never want to miss out again, all you got to do is subscribe. Catch you next time.